And welcome back aboard the Night Bus. Magical transport for the stranded witch or wizard. I'm Corey.
And I am not. And I am Jamie.
And I am Sir Jackie.
And we are here to talk about House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 5, Regent. First impressions.
First impression. I liked it. It was very good.
Yeah, I liked it. Even though it didn't have a whole lot of action in it, I still liked it.
Yeah, we'd have never guessed it would have bothered you.
Huh?
I would have never guessed that would have bothered you.
Yeah, gotta have a little bit of action in them. But I got hooked on Game of Thrones. There was always something going on in Game of Thrones.
I see these two shows as very, very similar.
They are. It's simply he's remembering 7 seasons worth of Game of Thrones, and he's remembering the high points and all the action.
Because I watched them all at once.
Yeah. We had some action in this one.
He's not remembering the...
But maybe the kind of action he's looking for. We need to see... Daemon may need some help.
Yes.
He got some issues.
He needs to go to AA.
Some family issues.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I caught on to who that was.
That's what I couldn't figure out. I seen this blonde-headed, obviously Targaryen.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like Rhaenyra, and it didn't look like anyone else I'd seen in the show up to that point. And was he remembering something? What's going on? Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I caught on to it when he was talking to that woman.
Oh, the witch?
Yeah. Because she mentioned something. We'll get to the part, I'll tell you.
I mean,
anyway, where are we at on opening scene,
I was going to say there's literally okay.
Because everything in the show just jumbled in my head.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah,
I had to watch it in 2 parts.
Together, and I don't know where we're at. What's the opening scene?
The opening scene is kind of like a montage. We start off at high tide with the sea snake, Corlys.
Oh, God. That's why I can't remember it. I blocked it from my memory.
Yep.
It hurt too much.
Yep. You got him kind of...
That hurt, man.
Wallowing in his sorrows. And from there, it cuts to Rhaenyra on Dragonstone. Also, kind of interferes.
Yeah, well, she's looking in the direction where she should have been flying back from.
So you got those two, kind of.
Yeah, I think by then words probably already reached him of what had happened.
Oh yeah, it had already reached. Yeah, the Raven.
We already know it got to Corlys.
Yeah, they definitely know.
I can't believe a woman did.
And well, I mean, I know it was coming. But still.
One of the better actors on there.
Oh, Eve Best was one of the best actors on there. I mean, definitely one of the more well-known, her and Matt Smith.
See, man, I know Matt Smith, but I don't know her from anything that I can really think of. I was just like, wow, man, this character's great.
Oh, she is.
And her and Corlys together is just awesome.
Oh, yeah. they had great chemistry.
Yeah, Corlys is just broken.
Yeah.
But what has she been on before, or should I know her from?
Give me a second. I'll pull up her
I don't
IMDb.
Can't really remember her from anything. She does have a familiar face, though.
Oh, the second I start naming stuff off, you'll be like, oh, that's right. You will. Jackie won't. Jackie won't have a clue. Because she's a British actor, so a lot of British stuff.
I'm familiar with some British stuff.
Now, she's a British actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect McGonagall.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
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 That's the right age and everything. Perfect McGonagall.
Did you ever watch that Netflix series, Fate?
Nope.
The Winx Saga?
Nope.
Okay. She was in it. She was in a show called Nurse Jackie.
I know what it is, but I never watched it.
It's a kind of famous show. I mean, I've seen this movie. I didn't love it, but it wasn't terrible. It's called Much Ado About Nothing. It's not your guys' type of movie.
I mean, it sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
It's a popular movie, but it's not. I mean, I didn't love it.
It's Much Ado About Nothing is a Shakespeare play, right?
Yeah, and this is basically the
okay
draw.
I don't know
film.
the movie. I know the name of the
film
play,
version
and
of
I've
it.
never seen it either.
Yeah. I mean, naturally, she's a British actress, so she's got to do some.
Well,
some
of course,
stage
man.
stuff.
Of course, they got to do like so many years of stage acting just to get their acting. It's part of their thing, whatever it is they do.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's a beef with some of the older Brit. And I may be completely wrong, people. I'm just going on what I think I've heard, from other sources. But a lot of beef with older British actors is a lot of the younger ones coming up are not doing that. They're not paying their dues, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're taking the American route.
They're taking
the American route. Do you look good? All right, we're putting you on the scene.
Putting you on the main. Education, you don't need that.
Nope. Can you say your lines? We'll add them in post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll reshoot them and add it in.
Yeah, we'll schedule you for your first plastic surgery on this date.
Uh-huh.
Little reference to The Boys. Corey knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Bloody shame. What a loss.
Yeah, her character has not been any good since season 2.
Yep. Now she's a Hollywood plastic.
Yep. And the one
Hollywood claimed another one, man.
The one that wasn't, they killed off. Stupid. Anyway, we're not talking about that show. Well, I don't want to go down.
That cuts a little deep on Corey. He may get a little upset on that one.
Yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
We lost
He looks like he's tearing up over there
lost
already.
a beloved character last night.
Yep. It was a bad season finale. But
moving on, though.
Yeah, back to what we're supposed to be talking about.
Rhaenyra is distraught.
And then we cut to King's Landing, where they are carting.
Big mistake on Crispy's.
Yeah.
Bad call for Crispy.
Sir Crispy budged up on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're carting the head of Meleese through the King's Landing, basically proclaiming, that the king has slayed the traitorous dragon Meleese and its rider.
Yeah, did not have the effect that
No,
because they revered them as gods.
right. So here we have a dead dragon. The dragons don't die.
Yeah, so they're not considered gods anymore. They can be killed.
It proves something to a lot of them. Dragons can die.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it that the Hugh Hammer says?
They're just meat.
Just meat.
Just meat. Somebody called it was a black omen. Not a dark omen, but a black omen. I mean, the head still had smoke rolling off of the one that the antlers.
Cole, I guess his thought was, we'll march this through the city and show how we're winning the war and how well we're doing, and we're killing the traitorous people and destroying their dragons.
But the people understood that Rhaenyra is not going to let that death
go unpunished.
Unpunished.
Oh, yeah, now they're looking, we're going to have war in the skies right over our city.
Yep.
And look at this thing, man. Do we want these things clashing in the air over top of us?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we already saw what happened last season with Rhaenys when she broke out of the dragon pit and crushed about 100 people.
Yep.
Yeah. In hindsight, that was probably a bad move on the and in fact, that's even been mentioned, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Because from what I've read, like I said, I'm just going on other sources, but the showrunners at the time, that's going to look really cool, not really realizing that's going to look really bad on one of your most popular, characters.
Well, yeah, but
I forgive her though.
I forgive her in a heartbeat. But I think
it's Rhaenys.
A lot of it, they're just used to it. They're used to being fodder.
Yeah.
So it just.
I mean, it is pretty bad.
Oh yeah,
and since the show writers even admitted, they just did it because it looked really cool.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So
I mean, I get it, but it's stupid. Think about what you're going to have to do later on.
Yeah, later on, man.
Like, oh, this would look cool, but it's going to mess up this over here. So, let's find a way to make it look cool, but
you
still
had the
not
Valerian
this thing
power couple. Now you got one that's arguably a murderer. Well, not arguably, really. It's pretty obvious.
I was gonna say.
Now she could have popped out there, fried him, and was gone.
Oh yeah, well,
and ended it all.
That's a thing, man.
That's what Daemon told her.
Yep.
That's a big criticism they have on her all the way through there is, you had him basically in your sights. One word and that line is gone,
Yeah.
There is no contesting the throne.
Yeah,
because there ain't nobody there to contest it.
It melted the throne, probably.
Well, they was in the dragon pit.
Oh, that's right. So there ain't no throne there.
Weird place to have a coronation, don't you think?
Very weird.
Well, she say it wasn't her battle or wasn't her war at the time.
I don't remember the exact words.
It was something like that. You know, it's not my war to fight or something like that or start.
Could have been hers to end with one word.
I don't think it would have ended though. She would have set him on fire.
Well,
Aemond would have stepped. Well,
Aemond was right there, wasn't he? Was Aemond on the side?
Yeah, all of them was there.
Yeah, I mean, just
was they all there?
Every single one of them was all
one
up
word and
there.
a turn of the dragon's head, and every possible person that could argue with you is gone.
Oh yeah, Alicent was there. Otto was there. Aegon, Aemond, Helena.
yeah,
all of them right
erased
there.
The whole family right there.
Well, it wasn't all of them dead, because if you remember when they was looking for him to make him king, he had a couple little bastard children down there in the fighting pits.
Well,
yeah.
I think that gets brought up later on in this very episode. There could be tons of them out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They don't know how many there could be.
Anybody with white hair.
Yep.
Pretty much anybody with white hair.
Yeah, you got to remember Targaryens. They're looked at as next to gods. So yeah, there's no lack of Targaryen bastards out there.
No, well, I mean, look at Hugh, who shows up during the dragon scene. Obviously he's got some Valyrian or something in him. I don't know his exact bloodline. He's either
I don't know
from the Valyrian family or the Targaryen family, but it's there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm really hoping they do well with his character, man, because I'm liking just the little bit of scenes we've had from him. I'm liking the way his character's developing.
His character has me so curious because there's no way what happened in the book can happen in the show with the way they've built his character so far.
Not with that man's personality that we've seen so far.
Right.
He's just trying to save his little girl, which looks like she's just about dead.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's carrying her to the... Oh, yeah, by the way, jumping ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, they're marching the head of the dragon through the city, and it's not going the way they expected it to, man. The people are like, this is bad, bad.
You got to remember, right now there's no ships coming in. There's no produce or nothing coming in. It starts with them picking through rotten fruit to find the less rotten there is.
Yeah, they're just trying to survive right
Yeah.
now. And, of course, as it probably happened with lords and whatnot, they don't really think about the little people much.
No, they're peasants.
They're tools to be used.
Yep.
For the most part. You probably had some good, monarchs or whatever, but...
Jaehaerys.
Okay, good point.
Viserys,
probably not bad.
He wasn't bad, but he wasn't.
He was just, absorbed in his own little world.
Yeah. He was good at keeping the peace. Like I said, Jaehaerys, and this is why I hate that this show decided to just pick up right where they did. Right at, they picked up at King Jaehaerys' death. Is, people who read the book know, King Jaehaerys and Good Queen Alicent, they were the greatest monarchs ever.
Well, see, that might get them any. I kind of doubt it, because that'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it? It was just 80 years of peace.
Yeah, well,
I mean, cool story, not a cool show.
Well, see, when Jaehaerys took over, there was not peace.
Oh, so he had to make the peace happen.
Yeah, that's why he's considered the great conciliator.
Maybe we'll get that then at some point.
If they ever did a Aegon the Conqueror show,
it's in the works.
I saw that
today.
And if it goes through, because you go straight from Aegon the Conqueror to Maegor the Cruel, and that story will play excellent in today's climate with how, especially with the boys and stuff, and how we love to just show that type of violence and everything. Maegor the Cruel, he will easily probably overtake Joffrey as the most hated character of all time if they do it right, because he's absolutely horrible. But then straight from him, that's when you go into King Jaehaerys, which at the time when Maegor the Cruel is killed, Jaehaerys takes over as the king. He's only 13. So there's a period there where he can't actually rule, but the second he can take over and become ruler, he just overhauls everything, basically solves all the realm's problems.
So, I mean, Yeah, that might be something we get later. Well, it's in the works. I don't know how kind of in depth it'll go.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Apparently they got that going. So how many do they have going at once? Because I thought they had the Dunkin' Egg already filming.
They do. So that's why I don't know what all they got.
So now they got this one in development, and then they got the thing that's supposed to be the story in Dorne that's also coming.
Yeah.
I hope they don't MCU themselves, man. And
try to throw too much out there at one time.
Too much stuff at one time.
Yeah.
You know, like we was talking about before. Granted, I love it when they put it all out at once.
Sure.
But then you take away the excitement.
Well, you mean all at once? What do you mean?
Binge
watching.
No. I hate to binge them all. But anyway.
I don't mind binge watching it, but I don't want to binge watch it. Then all of a sudden, boom, there's another one. Then I binge watch it. Then
That's what
boom.
I'm saying. The MCU themselves, and then there you are. You got 11 shows going and done, and you're like, I don't know what's going on.
It takes the anticipation away, and it takes the thrill of the wait, wondering what's going to happen.
You guys jump on social media as much as I do, right?
I do. He don't.
I don't, but
you have been here more so lately, I think.
I mean, I'm on Instagram a little bit, but not that much.
Well, you hop on there and you see all the House of the Dragon memes and all the speculation and all this other stuff. When's the last time you saw that happening?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. So the way they release this, man, every week, that's what I'm talking about. That's what builds this up.
My memes on Instagram are kind of split right now between House of the Dragon and The Boys. I get a lot of stuff about The Boys on there too.
Well, it drops the same way, Yeah. Every once a week.
Mine
or once a month, rather.
Mine is split between House of Dragon and Game of Thrones because I went through and watched the Battle of the Bastards, the fight scene again, and I guess the algorithm picked that up off my phone, and I just started watching them again. Every one that pop up, I'd watch it. Just little 2-3 minute clips, and then.
But you see, you're seeing pop culture picking up on House of the Dragon and the way it used to do shows, the way it used to do things. It's getting a little fun again. It's been a while.
Yeah, like I said, I used to love when Game of Thrones come on. It's Sunday. Yes, that was something I could look forward to. I knew I was going to enjoy it, and I got all my shit ready.
You
told my kids not to bother me.
Yeah, it's an event you're looking forward to.
It's almost like I'm getting ready to go to the movies. I'm getting my popcorn stuff, got my drinks over here, got all the lights and stuff off because for some reason somebody thought we'll film this the darkest we can.
Oh yeah,
film it.
Yeah, that's still a problem.
It's been a few years since you could really enjoy something like that.
Yeah,
the MCU got to where none of their stuff was very enjoyable.
Same thing with Star Wars. I mean, they just flooded the market with it.
Yeah, Star Wars is the worst. That's why I would have said, if they get too much of this stuff out at once, they would. Well, you said they would MCU themselves. I'd say they Star Wars themselves.
Yeah.
At least the MCU still got some good stuff that crops every once in a while. Star Wars now is just gone. Yeah. Basically, everything they put out now is just either subpar or just bad.
Yeah.
And apparently, the MCU is bringing back the Russo brothers to do the next 2 Avengers movies.
He's talking about Star Wars. When, if you've ever watched Star Wars Theory, he's a YouTuber. If you've ever watched him, man, if he is saying that it's bad, it's got to be bad. Because he's like the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. And if he's telling you this show's no good, it must be bad. And the Acolyte is, from what I hear, I've not attempted to watch it.
No,
I've not watched it. Somebody, a channel I listened to a little bit, they'll go, "Don't worry, we'll watch it so you don't have to." Yes. I was like, good. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. I'll stick to The Boys and House of the Dragon.
But like we said on House of the Dragon, man, I like Hugh. What little bit we've learned so far, which ain't a whole lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you see him with his wife and him with his daughter. And him in the square with that kid who I'm assuming works with him or for him.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like an apprentice because apparently he makes...
Because he's a blacksmith.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, like you say, So I like the way they're building his character up.
Yeah, so. You could tell he's going to be something in it. Me personally, I don't know because I've never read the books. Don't want to.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Understand. But yeah, he's definitely, from the look of his hair and beard and whatnot, he's definitely of Targaryen blood, or Valerian blood at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
But okay, where was we at after the scene in the square?
That's when we get I'll just say the men carrying the suspicious looking crate.
So I always refer back to Corey to put me back on track, man, because I get all jumbled up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It don't take much.
Yeah, you see the men carrying the crate that looks suspiciously
Now, when y'all
like a
first
coffin.
saw that crate, man, what did y'all think that was? Because my first thought was probably Rhaenys.
Oh no, I was pretty sure it was the king.
I was pretty sure it was the king. Just
I
because
mean, I didn't know why they'd be carrying him through the square in a box.
They don't want people knowing how injured
Well,
he
I
is
didn't
yet.
think about that. My first thought was, that must be Rhaenys' body.
My thing would be, why don't we put him in something a little bit more dignified than something that looked like a regular cage that you slid something in and got steel bars and stuff over top, and you just throw rags on top of it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what made me think. I never once considered that was the king in that.
I guess, again, they don't want it to look suspicious.
Well, they could have literally brought him back in the carriage, and nobody would have known, because by the time they pulled inside, who was going to see?
I mean, you're right. You're definitely right. So I don't know why they did it that way.
It seemed a little disrespectful, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's like, well, he may or may not make it, so if he don't make it, we just bury him in this.
Well, at first, when I did realize it was him in it, my first thought was, I mean, I know he wasn't supposed to be dead, but I'm thinking, man, maybe he is dead, and they just, didn't let that story out, and he was actually dead the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, it looks suspiciously like a coffin. But
actually, it just looked like a crate.
Well, it was an iron coffin. It looked like bars and stuff on top of it, and it was bent over to the side. Then it was hooked into wood, and I was like, man, that's a weird way to be bringing your king back.
And like you said, it just had rags stowed on top of it, and they wasn't really, guarding it, really. They just kind of pulling it behind them.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Well, they were guarding it. They had 8 men walking with it.
Oh, yeah.
8 armor-clad men, which... to me, kind of throws off the low suspicion thing.
Yeah.
It's like, look at this. There's nothing in this old crate thing, but meanwhile, we got 8 guarded men carrying it.
Them were dragon eggs that was in it. That's what it was.
That'd be a lot of dragon eggs.
I swear, my first thought was that's Rhaenys' body, and they're bringing it back for proof or something,
No, they would have strapped it to the dragon head.
Yeah, Cole probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, personally, if I was dumb enough to do something like that, I would have had the dragon's head mouth open and her body draped in it and the mouth on top of it.
You're really dark, dude.
But I mean, that's just how I would have done it.
It's really dark. I mean, I see the effect you're going for,
Yeah.
but damn.
You're watching the wrong show. You need to be watching The Boys. If you want something like that, you're watching the wrong show.
I'm just saying that's what I would have done. If I was bringing a body back as proof, I'm propping her dragon's head open and stuffing her inside there and dropping it back down. She's laid out like this. The teeth are literally biting her like they're going to bite her in two. Perfect visual.
Damn. But turned out it was Aegon, second of his name, King of the Andals and First Men, yada, 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 dumbass that flew out on a dragon and got himself torched by his brother.
Yep.
Flew out on a dragon drunk.
Don't drink and fly.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
Don't drink and
Perfect
fly.
example of do not drink and fly.
Right.
I'll tell you what
a
happened.
dragon, a broom, whatever.
There should be a Westerosi PSA. Do not drink and fly.
Yeah, what happened? He watched Denzel in Flight. That's what happened.
I don't know the reference you're making, so I just got to go, okay.
You haven't seen that movie?
Nope.
Oh, my God. It's about the airplane pilot that landed in Hudson Bay.
Nope.
You know?
Don't know what you're talking about. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, he flew and landed upside down.
Done what he had to do. But
Was he drinking?
Yep.
yeah.
No, that'll
Had
do it.
to because the plane.
Oh, the plane was crashing. He saved a bunch of people doing it. He just happened to be drinking while he was doing it.
And they tried to
Well,
fry
I
him
mean,
over it.
you know, might be your last moments on Earth. I guess go for it.
That's a great movie. I can't believe you haven't seen that.
There's
Wow.
lots of movies I haven't seen. Lots of them I haven't seen.
I've seen too many movies. Way too many movies.
Certain genres, man, I've not seen a whole lot of, honestly.
That's me.
Certain branches of theater I have not seen.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen not all, but basically all of Denzel's movies. So,
Oh no, I like Denzel. Glory, love Glory, great movie.
Yep, that's a good one.
Remember the Titans?
I didn't care much for that one.
Yeah, I didn't care
The best
much
parts
for it.
was when Denzel was talking. Those are the best parts of that movie.
That'll
Which I like the whole movie, honestly.
That'll probably be the best part of Gladiator 2.
Bro, I don't know, man. Honestly, those trailers look pretty good.
They did.
I understand Russell Crowe's not in it, but those trailers look pretty good.
They looked real good.
I was hating on that movie big time, and I saw the trailers, and I'm like, damn, this might be all right.
Could come up with a different name besides Gladiator 2.
Well, no,
But, I mean,
they could come up with a different name because it's literally playing off of the first one.
Yeah, I was all set to not like that movie, and then
From what I can gather from the trailer, the Gladiator now was in the stands when the thing happened with Russell Crowe.
yeah, well, I
So,
took it as
he
it
was,
was
like,
the prince.
Inspired by it or something.
That was
the little boy.
yeah.
Is it the little boy?
That
I don't know that.
his uncle brought him down there to meet Russell Crowe,
Yeah.
and that's how I took it because they kept flashing back to him, and then the guy's playing the Gladiator now, and it flashed back to him. Then I was like, oh, something must have happened, and he fell from grace.
Maybe. But either way, that's why it's Gladiator 2. It plays off the first one, so it's got to have the name.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for
And
it.
it's got
Just 'cause
Denzel.
the trailers look really good.
And even though I don't think Denzel plays a huge role in it. In fact,
Well, I mean, he's,
from what I've heard,
60-some years old, so...
no, he's in the 70s.
Okay, he's in his 70s then, so he's action, probably not a whole lot of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
you can tell from the
yeah.
last Equalizer movie, there ain't a whole lot of action left in him.
No.
No. But his role in this movie was never meant to be like an action role. He's,
Dude, you could put Denzel in a wheelchair and just hand him dialogue, and it's going to be a great show.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Man on Fire. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
That I have seen.
That's one of his best movies. It
Yep.
might be his best movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got... Last week, we stayed on topic the whole time. This week, we was
Yeah.
like, you know
Drifting
what?
hard this time.
F it. We'll do what we want.
Yeah.
And
Things
just so
keep
y'all
pulling
notice,
us this way and this way.
and just so y'all know, that was the first episode we didn't talk about Harry Potter at one
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, that was like we broke our own rule. We
Yeah.
didn't mention Harry Potter a single time in a 2-hour long podcast.
Yeah, and that is hard to do.
Yeah. See, we couldn't do it this one.
No, because we brought up flying brooms and everything, and how she would make a perfect McGonagall. I believe her
You
character,
best, yeah.
yeah, would make a perfect McGonagall. Not too old that she I have to worry about her dying, but she'll age as McGonagall did to it.
Age into the role.
Yeah, oh, it'd be good because she's got the spark that McGonagall has. You can look at her and tell her she's feisty as hell, and I'd love to see her in some of the scenes where she's getting into it with Umbridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, if that was to happen, when people would be watching that, all they'd be thinking is, "Oh, you're lucky she ain't got a dragon one."
Well, Hagrid might have one stashed out there somewhere.
Yeah,
they're,
that's
not, they're
right.
not unknown in that world. That's
Exactly.
true.
Yeah.
Hagrid likes to keep a one or two around somewhere.
So you never know.
Norbert.
Yeah.
Norbert.
Anyway, back to
No, they
So
pulled the
they
king
just
out of the...
unceremoniously snatched him out the box on like a burlap sack.
basically just carried him over and
Laid him on the
laid
bed.
him on the bed and started peeling the Valyrian steel armor off
Well,
of
the
him.
maesters come over there, and his mom looks at him. Is he alive?
Is he gonna make it?
No, she said, is he
Or
alive?
is he alive?
And then it's, he's still with us, is what he said.
For the moment, is
Yeah,
what
for the
Mason
moment.
said.
And then he's trying to do his thing. Then it pans around to other people in there. Then you had the women
Aemond.
of we had Aemond, but
The Silent Sisters.
the Silent Sisters, who are pretty much just the ones who deal with
Right.
royalty's death. Ain't they?
Yeah.
Did any of y'all catch the glance from Alicent at Aemon's waist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When he,
Oh,
has,
yeah.
when he has the dagger on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they're standing out on the
Aegon's
balcony.
dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Hold that thing close to a fire and she'll know all that she needs to know about the story.
I'm assuming Aemond knows. 'Cause I believe he was crouched down reading that dagger.
I don't know.
I mean, he's fluent in Valyrian. We know that already. and that thing was it was hot, or at least warm from a fire. We don't know how long he was there.
This is true.
He could have been.
I believe he got.
He
I
could
don't
have
know
been.
how you get that whole story onto that one dagger, but whatever.
I'm assuming Valerian writing is like Japanese writing.
I guess.
I look at Japanese writing and I'm like, that's a whole sentence. That's like 4 symbols. Apparently, that's a whole sentence.
So I believe he knows, and I don't know if that means anything to Aemond. He really probably not interested in anything like that.
I don't know what it really means to the whole friggin' story of this.
It doesn't mean a thing to this story.
Yeah, it just...
This was not in the book. This is something they added, I guess, just to play into Game of Thrones.
Just the Easter egg that links the two together and shows you that Aegon the Conqueror did everything he did because of the dream he had.
Yeah.
So he knew the prediction. We already know the North knows it. I mean, the North was dealing with it before Aegon got there.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, they're peeling off the Valyrian steel armor, and he's just burnt underneath it.
But he doesn't flinch when they're literally peeling the armor off.
He's completely out of it.
Yeah, I'd say he's basically in a coma.
Yeah, and then just like you said, it's just kind of melted to his skin.
Yeah, they're literally...
Well, not the armor Valyrian steel don't melt, but...
Yeah, they're literally taking stuff and scraping in behind it and peeling it off.
Peeling it off of him. So he's in very bad shape.
Oh, yeah.
Was that his arm or his leg that they pulled back into place?
That was his leg.
His leg, okay. Yeah, they snapped it back in because
the
bone
back in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's messed up really bad. And so only words out of Aemond's mouth is, well, someone's going to have to rule in his stead.
Yep. That's all Aemond's worried about.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then they get back to the thing and they're talking about it. And then they're like, his mother said, Alicent, am I right?
Alicent.
She's like, well, I can rule. I done it for when my husband was sick. I know what I'm doing. Oh, Aemond wasn't having that.
Don't know.
And none of the other people there was having any of it either.
It's so funny. It's like, Alicent, you put yourself in this situation.
Exactly. McCoy made a good point on this.
Yeah, Alicent, you pick the team that is going with a male heir. That's the sole reason they're usurping Rhaenyra, because she's not a male. You're on that team. So why do you think they're going to let you rule when you're a woman?
Yeah,
wouldn't let Rhaenyra
she didn't have a
rule.
leg to stand on in that one.
Like, you're on the wrong.
She should have expected that. From
Yeah,
him.
you're on the wrong team. You need to switch to Rhaenyra's side if you want any chance of that happening.
Yeah, but she wasn't smart enough to do that. But then she thought she had an ace in the hole, or a tongue in the hole. But
Nah.
Sir Crispy let her down.
Oh, yeah, he's not backing her. And then she shouldn't expect anybody to. Like I said, her whole thing of putting Aegon on the throne was, just obviously Rhaenyra would have been the firstborn. Mm-hmm. She should be the one in charge, but she's a woman.
Yep.
So at the last minute, supposedly she thinks her husband named the male because he's a male.
Yep.
So why does she think they'd let her rule anything? And in that world,
they let her do it for a while.
Oh yeah, I like that. That one lord makes the point. Well, the fair sex has no experience in times of war, and she shot him down hard.
Oh yeah, Rhaenyra. Yeah,
Rhaenyra did.
We skipped right over that.
Oh yeah, I'm in a whole different small court.
No, I just mean when you guys jump to, Aemond being basically named.
I don't know which
regent.
one happened first.
Yeah, no, actually first we went to.
Let's jump back to Rhaenyra's small council.
Yeah, we go to Rhaenyra's small council, and they're having a meeting about it, and they're basically kind of undermining her.
Yeah, they're just running over top of her, man.
And to be fair, she wants to get out there and do something, but they won't let her do that either, because no, you're the queen now. You can't go out and battle. That's not how it works.
That's where.
Did Aegon the Conqueror not fight? Of course he did.
Yeah, both his sisters did too.
Yeah,
Rhaenys and Visenya.
Like they said, if something was to happen to her, they lose everything. That's her base and everything.
They do.
At this point, man, that team just needs to throw a Hail Mary in. They're losing anyway.
Yeah.
Badly.
Just start lighting shit on fire. Just come through there and, well, that'd just make it worse.
Fire and blood. Fire and blood.
But the one lord, he makes a point to Rhaenyra, the fair sex, you don't know about war. And she cuts him quick, man. Look, we just came off of my dad's rule, and my grandfather's rule, and we haven't had war in our lifetime. You don't know anything more about war than I do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that ain't how they put it, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Oh, that's basically how it went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's talking, well, you're a woman, you don't understand. This dude's never, his whole, probably for generations have never known war. Not on this level.
Yeah. Because there's never been dragon versus dragon.
No, not in remembered,
Well, no, this
not in
is
remembered history. Maybe back in old Valyria, maybe
I was
between
going- yeah, it would
dragon lord families, but
yeah, it would have to be an old Valyria. 'Cause
might have been what brought Valyria to its end.
it could have been. Everybody thinks it was a volcano. It could have
I
been.
held to the dragons, man. Either they went to war with each other or they lost control of them. Is what I think happened.
Maybe.
But we will never know the answer to that,
Yeah,
and that's probably best.
it is.
Yeah, that
I
way-
prefer it that
You
way.
need to leave that mystery.
That way you can come up with scenarios of your
Yeah.
own in your head.
Yeah, not everything needs to be explained.
No.
Exactly.
Some shows need to realize that.
Some
Everything
shows
in the MCU.
need to leave a lot of detail out instead of trying to put all kinds of it in there.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to know exactly how it's all. It's good to get the Easter eggs and find out little things. Stretch it out over a long period of time. And some things like the fall of Old Valyria you need to never really know.
Even though you really want to.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun of it. You
Yeah.
want to,
You really want to know what
but you
happened
don't
to
really
it.
want to.
Yeah. Because then if you know, then all the ideas you had in your head is just thrown out
Yeah.
the window. Because you know it's going to be some stupid reason.
Yeah, probably. I really don't want the writers to tell me because,
Yeah, they're not going to get it right.
No, like I said, I'm perfectly fine not knowing what happened to old Valyria.
yep.
But anyway, we next we get the scene with Jace and Bela. When Jace is like, I've got to do something. I can't just sit around here doing nothing, being coddled.
Dude, he look a hell of a lot like John now.
He does.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
Yeah, considering what he looked like in season 1.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I thought it was a whole different person. And I still think it's a different person.
No, same actor.
It's the same actor. They
If you
just
put pictures of him
they
side by side,
literally
you can see it.
had him do his hair the same way they done John's hair
Yeah,
in the first couple seasons of Game
Yeah.
of Thrones.
He looks very John-like. Yeah, and a
didn't-
whole lot like the Strongs,
He didn't
too.
have that hair.
Oh yeah,
He didn't have that hair at the end of season 1, though. That's what got me.
yeah. That's what I said. They basically for this season they gave him that hairdo that way. He would look more like. I'm pretty sure they did to make him look more like John.
Yeah, he had a little short hair that,
Yeah.
kind of. There was no way he was curling Jack with that hair.
He had Cole's hair that
Yeah.
Cole has now. That's
Yeah.
what happened. They switched hair.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably switched usefulness too.
Yeah.
He's a lot more useful now, and Cole's useless.
Well, I mean, yeah, he turned out to be pretty useful in this one. Very, take charge.
Yeah.
Impressive.
After that, we go to Daemon on the back of Caraxes having his meeting.
Oh, let's talk about the Riverland people, man.
Yeah.
If he wanted that meeting to go good, he shouldn't have had the one standing beside of him there.
Exactly.
Because them two don't get along to begin with, and you're trying to get them to bend the knee to you with.
Yeah, he's got the Blackwood guy with him. It's like you should let the Blackwood guy at Harrenhal and just go talk to the Brackens yourself.
Yeah, but no, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And you got to give
The Brackens.
props to the Brackens, man. I mean, they're facing down a dragon. The guy's telling them, you bend the knee to me now, or I'm just going to toast you and your whole family and your houses and everything.
Yeah,
And the guy's like, we choose fire, and turned his back to him.
and walked
Now, did
off.
you see his face as he turned his back? He's just he's waiting
He's
for
just
it.
waiting for that blast, and nothing
But
happened.
I mean, they needed another horse to carry his nuts, man. The dude was just turn your back on a dragon.
I think
Yeah.
Damon was realizing at that point that, he's got the wrong people on his side. He needs the Brackens on his side, not the
Blackwoods
Blackwoods.
are probably just as I don't know.
I don't know.
By the time we make it to Game of Thrones, I'm not sure about this. By the time we get 100+ years into the future, are the Blackwoods still around, or are they wiped out? Because I don't remember them ever being mentioned in the Riverlands.
I don't remember.
Remember the Reeds and the Tullys and
the phrase, of
the
course.
Freys. I remember those three. Which maybe they're not very prominent by that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's something I have to look up.
Yeah, because I can't remember either.
But the Brackens, got to say, man, they stuck to what they said.
Yeah, and then Daemon does another stupid ass act
And turns the Blackwoods loose on them.
Yep.
What was he said? There's things that the crown does not need to be seen doing, or something to that effect.
Exactly. And then he screws up everything he does.
Yeah, he really does.
And not in a good way.
He's
either.
too hot-headed. And he'll take the he'll take the easy road to try to get something done.
Yeah, he'll try to
He
take the
just
easy
bully
road.
his way into everything, which is not working out for him.
Well, it's not really the easy way. It's just bull in a china shop way.
Yeah. And it's definitely not working out for him. So there he is. I mean, the Brackens, he needs the soldiers. They absolutely said, burn us. We're not joining you, not doing it, not fighting with the not fighting side by side with the Blackwoods.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, those two families apparently have been fighting forever.
He wouldn't have been dumb enough to bring the Blackwoods with him. He probably could have got them.
Possibly.
Where we at after that?
That's when we go to the Vale, and we get to meet Long Neck. Lady Aaron.
They call her Long Neck?
No, just did you see how long her neck is?
No, really not. Didn't pay that much attention to her.
Good God.
She just seemed like, probably not going to see her very often. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looked like an awful long neck to me.
Mm.
But, yeah.
But she's just the current ruler of the Erie.
Yeah, the Vale.
The Vale. Is there ever a guy in charge of or is it just predominantly controlled by women?
Yeah, it always passes to the woman.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, see, I heard some stuff about what was supposed to have been going on when it was. It's from the book that they left out. She's talking about her bloody gates, and many a man have died against my bloody gates, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And to win her side, it wasn't so much I need a dragon. You remember what was in the book?
Not to a T.
She wanted the guy to pleasure her orally.
That must have been one of.
I don't remember this chapter.
That must have been one of. What was the court jester's name?
Mushroom.
Yeah, it must have been one of Mushroom.
Yeah, that may have been the Mushroom part of the story.
Well, it was in the book.
Well, there's a lot of things in the book that the Mushroom said happened that did not happen
Pretty
at all.
much got to discredit all the Mushroom story.
Yeah, that was definitely a Mushroom story. Just like I said, I've said it before, there's a lot of stuff happening in the book that just doesn't happen in the show or happens different. Now, all the main things are happening how they should because they have to, but there's a lot of the smaller stuff that they are either just leaving out or tweaking.
It's like our own history, man. What we learn ain't probably exactly what really happened.
And that's why I said they're tweaking some of the small stuff. But the major plot points, obviously that stuff can't change.
I kind of hope some of them do.
We'll see. But, I mean, and it also depends what you consider a major plot point.
I mean, the main, who succeeds who's not going to change. That's obvious.
Yeah. But, and just, who dies, that's not changing.
But how they die might be a little different.
Yeah.
And the circumstances, of how where they got may be different. And they have been proven so far. Because apparently the written history paints Daemon in a whole different light from what we're seeing.
Oh, yeah. Daemon is nowhere near as evil.
Jerk.
Yeah, the show, he's way worse in the show. In the book, he's not that much of a bad guy.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad in the first season.
He wasn't.
No,
I kind of liked him in the first season. Strong.
He's turning into one of those characters you love to hate now.
Yeah, he ain't Joffrey level yet.
No.
They ain't nobody Joffrey level yet.
No.
Even though the internet tries to say they are.
Yeah, it's not though. It's not. Sir Kristen Cole to me is not even. He's not even in my top 5 yet of hated characters.
Oh no. He's
No.
a blundering idiot. He'll get his.
Yeah, it's all going to cave in. I mean, everything he does caves in on him. and he's totally PTSD'd from the dragon battle.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I saw him armor melt and men on fire, and he's just, we've turned the war over to dragons, and now dragons have to fight it. He realizes that his army's just there to die, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, because that's all it can do.
Said they took. What was it? He told her they took Rook's Rest at the cost of 900 men.
Yep.
And I guess those are the ones that Rhaenys torched.
And what's his name? Stomped all over when he landed.
Yeah, because they're not really careful with their own people.
No, they don't care. Like I said, they're just fodder to them.
Yep. What are you studying on over there so hard, Corey?
Trying to find out the Blackwood.
Yeah, I was looking at House Blackwood is in Game of Thrones.
So they still exist at that point.
Yeah, you had Titus Blackwood. That was the Lord at the time, and he was the only time you see him, and they don't even get mentioned, but you see him, and he's that character. He's one of the lords at River Run when they declare Robb Stark the King of the North, and that whole scene. He's there.
So the family line still exists.
Well, it did, yeah.
Up to that point.
Yeah, which, he has plenty of children, but he died in battle. But
the Blackwoods are still a thing at that point. They're just not very prominent, I guess. But anyway, Daemon's trying to make his army out of the Riverland people, and he's lost the Brackens. So he cuts the Blackwoods loose on them through less than honorable means.
Oh, yeah.
To break it. Well, the Blackwood Lord tells him, he said, they're fearless in battle. He's saying, we can't beat them head to head.
Yeah.
So it's
he says, there's other ways to break men.
They go through and kidnap the women and children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn down
some
houses.
Very unkingly type maneuvers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and at this point, Daemon was referred to as the king.
Yeah. He's officially at that point now.
He first started, you just call me your grace. Now he wants to be called the king.
Yeah. He goes, well, you're not king.
Poor Simon, man.
What?
He's just trying to survive.
He goes, yeah, but I'm married to the queen, so what would you call me?
King consort.
King consort. That last part ain't very necessary.
Yeah. And yeah, like I say, poor Simon Strong, man. He's just trying to hang on.
Yeah.
He's broke. Lars took all the money that the family had to King's Landing with him.
Yeah, because he asked him, he said, how much gold do we have in here? He said, well, we got enough to keep us modestly in here.
He's fed and warm, relatively speaking.
Yeah. I wouldn't tell him how much gold I had. I said, you're eating the last little bit right here.
Basically, I think they were. Just enough to keep them somewhat comfortable.
Yeah. And like I was telling Corey, the witch. I don't think anybody else can see her.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ben, because at one scene, you see Simon turn around and look at her.
You see him looking where Daemon's looking at.
Oh, now you might be right. Yeah, because, you might be right.
Because nobody ever mentions her. Nobody talks to her. Nobody introduced her as anything. She's just there.
That scene might be him looking to see what's Daemon looking at.
Yeah.
You might be right. I hadn't thought about that.
Yep. I was just talking to Corey about it.
We've lost Corey.
Yeah, because it was weird.
I was doing more research.
He went deep diving over here. We've lost him.
You guys posed a question that I had when a question gets posed, I have to have the answer to. I got to find the answer. So I was looking.
because you was over there doing your thing, we still over here doing ours.
I could hear everything you're saying though.
Yeah, we jumped all around. We didn't keep nothing in order.
Plus, like you was telling him, me and you already talked about this right before we started recording.
I definitely see that, man. Because if you go back and look at the scenes, nobody else interacts with her.
Yeah,
except Daemon.
Even the episode before that, when Daemon's looking at the black goat in the hall, nobody interacts with the black goat. Nobody even knows it's there. They just walk right past it.
There's a whole lot of stuff that only he's seeing right there.
Yeah.
Like, my opinion on the whole thing, like I was telling Jackie before we record button, I think she is there, but I think there's times when only he can see her. She's not really there for everybody else.
I don't think anybody else ever
I don't
sees
believe
her.
anybody's seeing her now. Now that he's brought that up, and I try to think back on it, I don't think anybody is seeing her.
I think she's actually there. Some of my thinking she's actually there is based on some stuff from the book. So it's not strictly based on the show.
Yeah, she's probably there, but nobody else can see her.
I mean, there's something there. Daemon is seeing something, or something's happening in Daemon's head, but I don't think anybody else is physically putting eyes on her.
I don't either.
All I can say is he needs to quit drinking whatever he's drinking.
I think she's there as a ghost, even a ghost of Harrenhal.
See, now that's mentioned as one of the theories in the book. That's what she is, a ghost of Harrenhal.
Yep, I don't believe she's alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or she could be the ghost of the trees that they slaughtered. I call them slaughtered because they was living trees.
Yeah.
Some people on the internet suspect that she's Melisandre.
I don't think that.
But I don't think so.
No.
In fact, I saw a picture. She looks more like
Ramsay Bolton.
Yeah,
I
Ramsay
saw that
Bolton.
same picture.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with the show. But yeah, I'm beginning to ponder now, man. I don't think she's like a real person.
Yep.
On the other thing we was talking about with the Brackens and the Blackwoods, just to bring that to a close, the Brackens are also still in Game of Thrones. So the scene I was just talking about with Robb Stark when they claim him King of the North, leading up to that, they're having their big council meeting, and apparently one of the men that stands up and is saying we need to continue the fight on. That's the Blackwood. There's another guy in that scene that steps up and says, maybe we should just bend the knee to
he must be a Bracken.
to Baratheon and just, put our power with his. That's a Bracken.
And the only reason, this isn't me just speculating, the only reason the Bracken said that was because the Blackwood said that first. Those
Exactly.
are two people that are kind of like real life. These two groups are going to contradict each other just because this one said it this way. This one's going to say it that way.
Exactly.
Kind of see that now, too.
So,
if you know where I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at certain sides, one says one thing, the other one's got to say the exact opposite. But, okay, cool. So they do both exist through history. So.
Yeah. And apparently they do go to war with each other in A Dance with Dragons in the I think it's the 5th book.
Oh, the Brackens
Yeah.
and
It didn't make it to the show, but apparently it was in A Dance with Dragons, the 5th book. That's the one I haven't finished yet.
Hell, they went to war with each other in the beginning of this season, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, they're still, even then, 150 years later, they're still warring.
They're still fighting each other. Well,
Yeah.
even Simon says, whatever they're fighting over, it's lost to time. Nobody remembers why they hate each other. They just do.
Because Jaime Lannister tries his hand at resolving the issues.
Oh, yeah? Failed.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how it happens. I haven't, I can read on down here, but, yeah, I don't know. That'd be a lot of reading for me to figure out. Apparently, a dozen Bracken men were also killed at the Red Wedding. So.
Yeah, they killed indiscriminately. They didn't care who was in there.
Oh, yeah, the Red Wedding.
Well, it would make sense they would be there, though, because they're river,
Yeah, the Rivermen.
Riverlands people. They would be at the Red Wedding. They'd
And
be at they'd be at Frey's. Yeah.
I think they were primarily there because, what's her face was there? Why can't I think of her name? Kat. You remember she's a Tully.
Stark. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Anyway, to kind of reset us back to where we're at, next we go to the scene with Rhaenyra and the White Worm.
Yeah.
Master of Whispers.
Mm-hmm. That it's like a, I don't know what you call it, like a filler scene. It's kind of in there to basically just a scene to explain how some stuff in the future is going to happen.
Yeah.
And then it goes from there, and then we get Rhaenyra talking to Baela.
Oh, to go talk to Corlys?
Mm-hmm.
Because Corlys is, he's pretty distraught. He's just ready to hop on his ship, sail into the west, and do his thing out there.
Yeah. Sorry, Corlys, you can't do that yet. It's not your time. But, so, they have their conversation about her grandmother, Rhaenys. That's when
now
Baelish...
she got Meleys.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Meleys is the fastest dragon. I did not know that.
I guess. I mean...
Well, Meleys was the fastest dragon.
So she probably could have outrun Vhagar.
Oh, yeah.
Had she turned... But she took a shot, man. She had one chance to try to take Vhagar out, and I guess she felt she had to try it, so...
Yeah.
One fight, I guess she had to try to stay in.
Well, yeah. I wish she would have ran, though. Girl, just run.
But that's when Corlys, I guess after he's decided to stay, he names, or he tries to name her as the granddaughter.
Oh, yeah, that happens later on, but yeah.
As heir, and he, she's like, I'm fire and blood.
The next scene after that is when we go to Daemon and his mother, which we've already talked about. So
we didn't mention exactly what happened because he's making love to his mother.
Yeah, it's
in his mind.
Because
he never knew his mother.
Yeah, that's what got me because that's why we didn't know who it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to think or who this character could possibly be, and didn't guess that one.
No, when I first saw it, I thought, well, maybe she's just the witch has changed her looks to make it to where he would want her. And that's the reason why she looks like she does. But then she was talking to him, and then she says something like, you don't even recognize your own mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming that was never mentioned in any of the book material.
No, not at all. Like, not at all. So, yeah, that was very weird. That I saw so many memes this week of just, Game of Thrones fans, brother, sister, oh, that's fine, uncle and niece or aunt and nephew, all that's fine. But mother, son, oh, no, we can't do this. This is terrible. All this other stuff's fine. All this other incest is fine. But this incest, nah, it's too far.
What makes it, again, really strange is like she mentioned, and it gets mentioned in it, he never knew his mother. She died when he was like 2.
Yeah. So
is this when Daemon is woken up by the visiting lords?
No,
or
this is
not there yet.
This is when he comes to, and he's they're asking, is the duck not to your liking?
Yeah, and the duck looks like it's pretty damn raw.
Yeah, there's blood dripping off of it. They probably need to put that back in the fire, but
yeah. But that woman, the witch, likes to give him raw shit.
Yeah.
And maybe that blood's not even dripping, and maybe Daemon's the only one seeing that blood dripping.
I mean, he keeps
because when they pass that plate, I don't see any bloody duck on that.
Well, this is true.
He keeps seeing blood on his hands that's not really there.
Yeah, no, it's there.
There was
he
blood.
just can't see it.
In his vision, there was blood on the neck of his mother too. So there's this thing with blood and Daemon. I think he's seeing it. No one else is seeing it.
Yeah, I think he is. His conscience is getting to him.
So the blood dripping off of the food, I think that was just in his head.
Could have been.
Maybe he feels he has blood on his hands and he just can't get it off. Maybe hearkening back to something he did.
Having that kid killed.
Mm-hmm.
And then going through and having everything else moved. The other kids stolen.
Kidnapped. And
houses burned.
To break the brackens.
Yeah. From there, we get the conversation between him and the strong that's there, kind of keeping Harrenhal.
Simon.
Yeah, Simon, that's his name.
Yeah, Simon.
And Simon's basically like, Daemon's like, I need all this stuff done, and we need all this done. He's like, well, what
costs some money?
Yeah, what of coin? We need some coffers. And it's like, Laris took all the gold from here. So, he's basically asking Daemon, right to the queen,
point,
right to her
Daemon's got word that the brackens are broken.
Yeah.
That their lord has sworn allegiance to him, and he's expecting this large army to arrive from the Riverlands. He's done what he said he would do. He's got his army coming. Get the hall ready. We're going to have a lot of people coming.
And then at the end of this, that's when you get the great, well, what do you call the husband of the queen? The king, consort. That last bit seems unnecessary.
Yeah. We can just leave on out of there.
So here's Daemon's. He's in as far as he knows, he's secured his army. He'll make sure the money gets paid. Blah blah blah. I don't know how he plans to do that.
I don't either.
Yeah, I was curious about that too.
That's just the arrogance of Daemon,
Yeah, I guess he figured, he'll plunder some places and be able to come up with some coin.
And at some point there,
He may have
during the
meant
conversation with the witch. With the witch? Is it with the witch he was talking about Rhaenyra?
Well, what about?
She can, she'll never be able to be the queen. She'll never be able to be ruler. They won't let it happen. They're going to look to a man. It might as well be him.
Yeah, that's later when he's talking to. Yeah.
So he's decided, he's going to be the king. At that point, he's going to be the ruler. He's taking it.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind about Jace. It's not like Jace is, next in line behind Rhaenyra.
Well, I mean, he has no. It won't matter at that point,
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he's the king, that's all that matters to him.
He's not worried about succession. Daemon could care less about who succeeds after him.
Oh, yeah.
As long as,
Well,
in his lifetime, he rules. That's all he's wanting.
That's what he said about, when she says, what if you die trying? It's like, well, then it's not my problem anymore.
Exactly. That's his point of view. Is once he's dead, it doesn't matter. He could care less what happens afterwards.
And that's a decent philosophy for what's going on.
Well, not for a ruler, it's not.
Now, if you're trying to rule, you're not trying to die, so you're trying to do everything in the world not to die.
Well, in Daemon's case, he wants to rule just because he feels he deserves it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the people whatsoever.
No.
The people mean nothing to him. He proves that by the way he turns one house on another just so he can get the men that he needs.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what they do to the women or the children. So that lets you know, he probably told him to take a son.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Whatever. If you find one of the kids, kill him.
I mean, we've already
and
seen.
That might be what's messing with Daemon's head. He's seeing the things he's seeing. There's that
Could
little
be.
bit of conscience in him that's, he's got blood on his hands. He just can't get off.
And he can hear it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
You hear the screaming and crying and the man yelling and stuff, but only he can hear it.
Yeah, he turns. Remember, he turns and looks around. Nobody else standing around him reacts to that noise.
But him.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he goes and talks to that woman, and she brings up the women and children and said, "You're doing it wrong."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when he's...
Oh, yeah, she says it really cool, but basically she says, you're... What does she call him? An upright... No, she says something to the effect of, the innocent is suffering. What kind of upright man would do that? And he says, you never take me to be an upright man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mistake. You never look at Daemon as being honest.
All right.
Lord, no.
Yeah, but that scene's, for me, that scene still felt straight ripped out of Avengers. Age of Ultron, when they go back to Clint's house and you end up with Captain America and Iron Man outside chopping wood. Just kind of mulling things over. Yeah, that felt just straight like that scene worked well. That scene worked great in this movie. Let's put it in the show.
Yeah,
and that was a decent scene. Before we get to that scene, there's actually a scene in between, which is the one we already talked about, which was the small council meeting that named Aemond the King Regent.
Yeah, just bowled over top of Alicent. She should have expected that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she goes, well, still they asked Sir Crispy, do we call him Crispy considering the King's Crispy now too?
Yeah, I don't think we can call him Crispy quite yet.
I don't know.
But
Crispy.
She looks to him and
King.
she got that thing like, I got this locked down. And then, no. And the look in her eyes, he's like, oh, no more for you, buddy. You done screwed up.
Oh, Oh, yeah, she expected Cole to side with her.
Exactly.
And then the
At
second,
this point, Cole's scared to death of Aemond, I believe.
I was gonna say the second, Cole says what he says, Aemon's like, it's settled in, and he gets up and goes to the head of the table.
Yep.
And then he starts just putting out orders. And to be fair, he's doing the right things.
Well,
So,
in a war, yeah, I mean, he's putting things in place to win.
He's been regent for 30 seconds, and he's already doing a better job than Aemond ever did, or Aegon ever did.
Yeah, but he's been planning this for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, the whole not letting people leave the city and stuff. It comes up during the conversation that there's people just abandoning the city because there's no food.
Yeah,
Corlys has got everything blockaded. There's nothing coming in.
Everybody's afraid that Rhaenyra is going to come over there and attack the place they're leaving. He won't let them leave, which is smart because if he lets everybody leave, it just leaves the upper crust in the city.
Well, it also mentions that they're carrying the story out to other people to let them know how bad it is in King's Landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it also stops them from Rhaenyra from just coming in there and firing the whole place with dragons because she don't want to be seen as killing all these innocent people. So if they leave,
probably of any of them might care somewhat about the people.
Yeah, that's what they're hoping for, that she'll care about it and she won't come in there. If they let everybody leave that wants to leave, that's a lot less people you got to worry about killing. But
yeah,
the keeps them there, then it deters her from coming in there and just leveling the place.
Yeah,
I don't think would be an approach that Rhaenyra would take, unlike some queens.
That was a stupid writing. That wasn't the queen. That was stupid writing.
That was the queen.
That was stupid writing.
That was the Mad Queen Daenerys.
No, she would have never done that. But
we saw her do it.
Yeah.
Did we? Did you watch season 8? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't watch season 8. It didn't happen.
Okay.
That's what everybody says. It never happened.
Okie dokie.
We ain't playing that game. That happened. I watched it.
Nah.
Woman went cray cray.
Women, children, dogs.
If it did happen, they must have deserved it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get the he orders them to finally cut down the rat catchers, so they're not
that place
hanging.
Got to stink, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, you saw when Alicent walked by there, she had to hold her nose when she was going to talk to Crispy, or we can't call him Crispy anymore. Kristen.
We still call him Crispy.
Yeah.
We'll call the other one Bacon Bits.
We also get a scene with Hugh Hammer.
And he's trying to get out of right as they drop the gate.
No, we ain't got that. This is when he's first having a conversation with his wife, and she's like, "We need to leave," and he's trying to say no. The king's promised payment for my work, and she's like, "Well, you can stay and use that imaginary payment to feed ghosts." And then from there, it cuts back to Alicent walking through the streets and again plugging her nose because of the smell from all the rotting rat catchers.
Yeah. Did you see the rat catcher's dog?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
Loyalty, dude.
I don't know if it's loyalty or the simple fact that food is scarce and he's just
that's
eating
loyalty.
what's dropping off of it.
Nah, that's loyalty. He's staying with his master. Even how bad his master was to him.
There was way too many memes about, the loyal dog for the writers to take it any other way than he's just a loyal dog.
Yeah, I think he might be loyal, but I think he was down there trying to eat whatever he can get.
Again, you watching the wrong show. You need to be watching The Boys. You coming up with all these ideas that are straight from The Boys.
I'm just telling you how it is. I mean,
that's the loyalty.
That's how it is in The Boys. In this show, it's just a loyal dog.
Notice I threw dogs in with the women, the children, and the dogs. Those are the three things you shouldn't hurt.
Anyway. What about cats?
Cats take care of themselves, man. You ain't got to worry about a cat.
I don't know. If it gets out of the house, apparently you got to take care of it.
You got to run them down, though.
Well, I ain't
had to do that this evening.
Oh, yeah. Run them right down.
Oh, no. I had to get that thing back in the house.
Oh, you would have died if something happened to that cat.
Oh, yes. I don't need that much grief. So I got him back in the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, you ain't got to worry about a cat.
Yeah.
Cat can take care of itself.
We get a kind of lengthy conversation between Alicent and Kristen.
Yep.
She's basically confronting them about what happened in the small council meeting, and he's basically like, we've given the war over to dragons, so a dragon rider should lead us. Yes, that's kind of his opinion.
Yeah, well, that's after the PTSD. Mm-hmm. He saw dragons at war, man, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, he realized that he's powerless.
Yeah, and basically said, the men's armor was melting. There's men running around on fire. You saw the one guy that he went to nudge and just was ashes inside the armor.
Yep.
That's the scene where he's cleaning his sword with a lemon and salt, which is apparently still done.
That was actually earlier on, but yeah, that was the first time she talked.
I thought that's when they was talking about seeing all the people get killed, because she asked what happened.
Well, she went to him and asked what happened earlier on. We kind of skipped that scene, and he wouldn't tell her. It's this scene right here when he actually tells her, what happened. And then from there we go to Hugh Hammer and his wife and child trying to get out of the city, and obviously they can't.
Yeah, they locked it down.
And then from there we go to probably my favorite scene of the episode, which was Jace at the twins. And we learned that the phrase never changed. They were the same back then as they was in Game of Thrones. So
I don't know, man. Walter may have been a little worse.
It hasn't changed how power hungry they are.
Oh yeah, they're jockeying to get power.
They've got this small little friggin' bridge that apparently is so important that they can lord it over everybody and try their best to get power from it, but it never works out for them.
I just built another bridge.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I don't understand why.
Apparently, it's such a long journey to go anywhere else than through their bridge. That's why everybody wants that bridge. In Game of Thrones, it was all about that was the quickest way to get the army there.
Well, yeah, and
this is the same way.
Approaching, if they had a direct route in, I guess they're going to march the long way around if they can't come across the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he goes up there to, kind of treat with them, or parlay, I guess you could say.
And makes a deal.
He does. Like I said, it's funny, though, that, the Freys always get these deals made with them to give them stuff. The Freys never get anything. They don't deserve anything, but they never get anything. It's funny.
I thought he was going to get in a little bit more trouble than what he did.
No, I did too.
He probably would have if he wouldn't have
secured it
and helped. He helped their cause out a lot there.
Oh yeah, but my thing is what he offered them.
Harrenhal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like I said, we already know they don't get it from Game of Thrones. This isn't a spoiler from the book. We just know from Game of Thrones that they don't get it. So, but he's promised it to him. So,
Well, I mean, it was at the end of the war they would get Harrenhal.
Right.
Yeah.
So apparently something went not quite right and they didn't get it.
Maybe they got it and lost it.
That's possible too.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's very possible. But Jace rode out and took care of things, went back, and I'm like you, man. I thought she was gonna get on him, and she's like, I'm proud of you. You've helped our cause greatly.
You're helping the cause. This one's help, and I'm stuck here doing nothing.
Yeah.
She didn't like that part.
That's the thing that's got her so frustrated. Is that she can't do anything,
and she doesn't like the idea of putting other people in harm's way to do what she feels she should be doing, like she had to do with Rhaenys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's the woman I miss. That fiery kid that didn't take no shit when she was little. Then they turned her into a little wuss of a person. Now she's got a little bit more fire back in her. She's got the fire of a dragon burning in her.
There you go.
And she needs to let it out. But I know some shit's going to happen, and my woman ain't going to do that good. And then I'm about to cuss this TV series out and write R.R. Martin the very long, lengthy letter.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But from there, we go to the scene we've already discussed, which is Daemon's wood chopping scene. So
Now that opens with him here. I mean, he's standing there chopping the wood. I guess, doing his part, I guess.
Yeah.
Trying to get Harrenhal built back up. And like you said, he hears a scream. I don't think anyone else there heard that.
Oh, no.
Because no one turned but Daemon.
Yeah.
And when he looks back on the balcony, it's the witch woman.
Yep.
She ain't really there. Anyway, no one can see her but Daemon.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the very, very start of the scene starts with her looking down at him,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when he hears the stuff and looks up and sees her, and
Yeah. I just want to know where he got all the money at and stuff to start doing what he was doing, or get the people to start doing what he's doing to the place.
yeah, because there was not that many people at Harrenhal when he showed up.
Oh, that's easy. He got a dragon outside.
Well, yeah,
The ones that are working are the ones that are scared.
Probably that ain't the other ones.
yeah. Then
Yeah,
there's,
right now that's the only bargaining chip he's got is, you do what I tell you to do or I'm going to set you on fire. So unlike the Brackens, I guess some of them in the neighboring areas
Didn't want to turn their back.
right decided they'd go ahead and do some work for him.
Yeah, they didn't turn around and walk out there. They backed back
And
out
I guess
there.
maybe those are Simon's people because he's got to have someone around that hall.
yeah,
Working.
There's a lot of work done.
Yeah, there's scaffolding built and whatnot, but I don't know if any of that was going on beforehand or not.
Yeah, and see, that's the only thing I don't like about this. There's no reference between time. You really don't know how much time has gone past
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
to see. Okay, is it been a week or two since they talked about redoing the hall? Is this something that happened the next day? Is it a month later?
Well, to be fair, in Game of Thrones, you didn't have a
It's always been a
time.
problem, man, is you don't know how much time is passing.
yeah.
And it's had to have enough time to build that scaffolding around the pillars and whatnot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it don't seem like any time's passed
But undoubtedly it must have.
because you're still getting the same conversations that they had over here as this is going on. And then when you cut back after that's going on, they're still having that same conversation. So it's like it just happened. Everything's fluid going through there, but there's no real definition of time.
And again, that was always a problem in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I always thought there was, when you was watching it, you can tell different parts of it.
But it never told you.
Oh no, it never said come right out.
There was never a time in Game of Thrones where it told you, 1 week later or 2 days later. You literally just had to know based on, okay, this happened and now this is going on, so it had to be this long. So, yeah.
I guess you just kind of got to assume there's been a good bit of time for them to get that much work done on Harrenhal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then those two in their conversation with Daemon saying that, if Aemond One Eye rules, the realm's in trouble. And he says
It's
that
not going to do good under Daemon either.
you should pray you never meet him because he'll cut you down. And she says, I heard the same about you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Oh, at one point she goes to him and is telling him, I think it's during that same scene, about, the things that are happening in the Bracken.
Yeah, she tells him that near the beginning.
And he asks her, where are you getting your news from? And she says, I hear the screams and the wails on the wind, which is kind of creepy sounding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what makes you think about the weirwood trees being cut down and what he was saying earlier.
Yeah, that's part of the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
I've definitely come to the conclusion she's not human.
those weirwood trees is what the three-eyed raven uses to see the past, present, future. So, yeah. And after that conversation is when he gets the message that the Blackwoods have overwhelmed the Brackens and that the Brackens are, bending the knee. And that Lord Amos has pledged himself to him. So, he thinks, oh, this is great news.
Yep, he's got his army now.
My army's on the way.
We're going, I got this whooped. And then he's in the bed sleeping and gets a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then before we get to that, we get Bela at Driftmark talking to her grandfather, or as she calls him, her grandsire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to make him the hand.
Yeah. Offering him the box with the the hand of the king or hand
Symbol.
hand of the queen brooch, I guess you'd call it. So they have a pretty good conversation. I love when he offers Bela the seat at high tide, and she's like, "I'm a fire and blood. This should pass to
sea and salt."
Yep. And so from here, we know where it's going. Like me and you know where it's going, but
I really don't. I mean, I guess.
Oh, he's going to bring his kids back into it. His bastard children.
Yep. I mean, it's obvious. Anybody watching, you don't have to read the book to see where it's going. But,
they would have
did
never
he have a
introduced
hand
them.
in bringing them in, though? Or did they just take up the call for the Dragon Riders, which we haven't quite got to yet?
We ain't got to that yet, but it says in the book, and you'll see it in the show because it's leading to it, so I'm not spoiling really anything. But once they become what they become, then he goes out of his way to legitimize them.
So they become what they become first.
And then he legitimizes them. Yeah.
Does he or does Rhaenyra?
He, acting as hand of the king, goes to Rhaenyra and asks to have it done. So, I'm assuming that'll happen.
I think that's probably a little nod to Rhaenys from Corlys.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Because, she said they deserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reason he offered to make Bela his heirs, because that's what Rhaenys, said he should do. But obviously, Bela's like, no, I'm a dragon rider.
Well, she basically says that's how she wants to go.
Exactly.
She actually
the same way her mother did.
Yep. She might get her wish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's a dragon rider. There's a dragon war coming.
Oh, yeah.
She might get her wish.
There's a lot of death to come, so we'll see who
comes out on it.
Mm-hmm. So from there we go back to Dragonstone with Rhaenyra. That's when she calls. I did not see what was that?
Bottle cap.
Oh, I was about to say I didn't see it. I just heard it. I didn't see it. So Rhaenyra's having a conversation with what's his name from her council, the one that's always back talking her.
Lord, I don't listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord, I know it all.
So yeah, she summons him, and they have a conversation, and she basically she asks him to go to Harrenhal to treat with Daemon and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And at first he thinks that she's sending him away because how he's acting, and she's got to explain to him that you are trying my patience, but I need somebody I trust to go put Daemon in his place, figure out what's going on.
But now, man, if she come to me and told me I needed, I'm like, can you get someone else to go talk to Daemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I take about 2 dragons and an army?
I was gonna say, why don't you get his daughter to get on her dragon? And
why are you sending me to take bad news to Daemon?
Well, he looked at her and said, "Well, send a raven." She goes, "I don't want to send a raven for him just to ignore it.
Yep.
I want somebody there to where he has to answer."
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be that guy.
No, because I have a feeling his head's going to come back on a platter.
Good chance. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be
with carrots.
That's one message I don't want to deliver.
Yeah. And
there he sent the guy's tongue back to her.
Yeah. Then from there, that's when the next scene is the Daemon laying in bed, getting awoken.
I like what he tells Simon. Is the pudding ready? Because Simon's always about food. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Simon's all about, we have this to eat, and we have this to eat.
Now, you were talking about, maybe
he's
the only one that can see Alice, the witch. And Jamie can tell you this, because when I come in Monday morning, and me and Jamie was talking about the episode after I, had only watched it the first time, I was telling Jamie, when I first saw this, I was like, is this just happening in Daemon's head? All the River Lords showing up at once in the middle of the night, chastising them about how things happen. And my first thought was, this is all happening in his head. It didn't actually happen. Now, after rewatching the episode, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know.
I believe it happened.
I don't know if it did happen or if it's in his head. I'm with Jamie now. I'm leaning more toward it did happen.
I am too, because they would not bend the knee before, and that was at risk of being burned to death.
Well, no, they wouldn't bend the knee before. Well, no, this is talking about all the River Lords.
Oh,
Yeah, all the River Lords showed up. And see, for me, it's like, why would all the River Lords show up in the middle of the night? That's why I thought it might be in his head. And the only reason none of them have pledged to Rhaenyra yet is because they're waiting on Tully. But he is old and dying, so
yeah.
that's because, he's their liege lord. They can't do anything without him. So until he declares, that's why they're not declaring.
Until his heir smothers him with the damn...
until his grandson stuffs a feathered pillow over his mouth and...
See, that's Daemon's answer to everything is, approach everything with a sledgehammer.
Exactly. Damn jackhammer. Jackhammer and dynamite.
Yeah.
But I believe the River Lords were there. They came to tell Daemon, we found out what you did and what you had done to the Brackens.
Yep.
And we're not going to follow any man who would, do that. And they throw the child at him, too.
Yeah.
And Daemon says, that's a lie, and I'll have the head of the man who said it. And the one lady tells him, it's half the kingdom said it.
Yeah.
What does she call him? An interloper? Yep. They
Yep.
won't raise their banners for any interloper.
The Riverlands are an ancient place, watched closely by the eyes of old gods and new.
And when she said that, man, it reminded me of Game of Thrones and Ned and what was his name? Howland Reed. And how close they were with how close the North is with the Riverlands people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're very similar people, and they're not, you're not going to bully them. They'll fight.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, the way, Westeros is laid out, you've got the North up here, and then it goes into the Riverlands, and then everything else.
Yep. So I could definitely see them not joining Daemon because of the things that Daemon has done.
Yeah.
And I see now why the Reeds and the Tullys and the Starks were so intertwined.
Just waiting on the Starks to show up.
Oh, everybody's waiting on Cregan. The Greybeards are coming.
It'll be a while before we see Cregan, but the Greybeards, they are coming. So we'll be seeing them soon. But Cregan, it'll be a little while, but we will be seeing him again. He plays an important role. So, yeah. From there, we cut back to first we cut to Rhaenyra having her hair, I guess, made up before she goes to bed. It's just like a little 10-second scene.
Lordly things, man.
Yep.
And then it cuts cuts back to King's Landing, and it's pouring the rain, and you've got the emissary that was sent undercover by the White Worm. She shows up at the gate and basically mentions the White Worm's name to the guard, and he says, most people want out nowadays. But, he lets her in. And she basically goes and meets up with an old pal of hers at the house. Can't think of the lady's name. She was one of...
I must have glossed over this scene, man.
She was one of Alicent's housemaids, ex-housemaids.
All the ones that got let loose.
Yeah.
Because,
she's the one that the king knocked up, Aegon.
Okay.
That one. It was that girl. From there, we cut back to Corlys Valeria, and there was a lot of just scenes that only lasted like 20 seconds this episode, and then it would cut to something else. So we cut back to him holding the hand of the king brooch, and again, it's only like a 5-second scene.
Yep.
Then it cuts to Aemond staring at the throne.
I remember that scene.
And then Helena comes in
and asks him,
just kind of the classic, again, straight from Avengers, was it worth it?
And whereas I think Daemon might be fighting his own conscience, Aemond doesn't seem to have one.
No.
He knows
not
exactly
yet.
what he did, and he's perfectly okay with it.
Just remember that Aemond and Daemon are very, very, very similar.
I haven't seen any
Very
remorse
similar.
out of Aemond yet.
Oh,
Not the least.
yeah. And then that's a really good scene. Short, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And from there, we cut back to Alicent beside Aegon's bed. And, you know, she basically touches his good cheek and then leaves. And then you hear him whisper.
Again.
What?
She walked out on him again.
Oh, I know. She walks out and he whispers, "Mummy." Just, again, another short scene. This episode was full of just like 10-second scenes and then flipped to something else. And the scenes were, some of them were kind of just thrown in there for nothing. Some of them were really important. They're just quick little scenes and then on to the next thing.
Throw it in there to kind of throw you off.
Yeah, to keep you on your toes. And from there, we go to the final scene, which is Rhaenyra and Jace. Very, very good, important scene.
I think Jackie's breaking on us.
Oh,
Starting to get tired over there. Like I said, we're on the last scene. So it's basically, you know, Jace gets brought in to Rhaenyra for what we all thought was punishment.
Yeah.
And
She deserved to give him a little boost there. He done a good job.
he did. That's what I said. He
Took charge, got some stuff done.
He was definitely the MVP of the episode.
Yeah.
You know, he...
At that point and right here at the end of it.
Yeah, because basically that's his idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was something
It
that
dawns on him.
Yeah, because you look at that, he's like, wait a minute. He said, then he went on with his big spiel, because we haven't really got to it yet. And then...
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where we're at now, so you can talk about it.
Well, like Rhaenyra said, she needs dragons.
And we need riders.
Yeah,
we don't have no riders.
Well, she says dragons, and then he points out the fact that they have 2 gigantic dragons there on Dragonstone.
Yeah, we don't have riders.
Right.
And he just has that look. Well, don't we have people who fractured off from this and but they wouldn't have enough blood in them to...
The blood would be thin.
Yeah, the blood would be thin. Let's try it anyways.
What's it based? And one of them says, you know, he's the one that says it. She states that dragons would only bend the neck to dragon lords.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, according to old Valyria, who, you know, glorified us.
Yeah.
You know, so basically saying maybe it's not the case.
Yeah, they probably just put that in there so only they could be the ones to try to tame the dragons. And nobody else would try it.
Yeah.
Which, when you start talking about dragons and everything, there's certain scenes that just don't make sense. You had Game of Thrones. You had Rhaenyra that got burned by, in a fire. Nothing wrong with her.
That was a show only thing. In the book, she did not actually go into the fire. She stood on the edge of it, and it literally singed. In the book, it singed all her hair off her body. Daenerys, it burned her clothes off of her. So she was literally standing there, completely, basically nude, completely shaved because the fire burned all of this.
The whole thing with her being in the Dothraki thing and burning it down and her walking out didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen in the book either.
Yeah, but
Rhaenyra was not fireproof.
But if she's standing outside the fire and all her clothes burn off and she doesn't have burns all over her.
She did have burns on her in the book. Yeah, she had burns on her too.
But, if we're going by the movies and stuff. And
yeah, they build them up to be like, fireproof or something.
Yes, and I was wondering, well, how did the king get set on fire if he can't be burned? But then again, he was no dragon. Like Rhaenyra says, when her brother would die because he wanted his gold crown, and he got it all right.
Yeah.
If he was a dragon, it wouldn't have, he wasn't a true dragon, or it wouldn't have bothered him.
So yeah, I think that's something. I don't know. Probably should have just been wrote out of it, but
yeah, it's something that the original, Game of Thrones added. It was probably a mistake.
Because then you almost got to make all the Targaryens fireproof. And
well, they fixed it where you didn't have to. Where
with her
brother, with her brother being killed.
Mm-hmm.
Which the difference between fire and molten gold on top of your head.
Yeah.
At least to me, there is. I mean, nobody else.
Yeah.
I think we can write off that fireproof Targaryen thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. in the Rhaenyra and Jace's conversation, you get the whole, where she's wanting to do something. She's like, Syrax is faster than Vhagar. It's like, well, yeah, so was Meleys. Didn't help her. It's like, well, yeah, but Meleys was fighting 2 dragons, and they think she killed 1.
Yeah, Sunfire may still be with us.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Sunfire's still with us.
So
yeah, it's kind of.
Well, he was talking about, Sir Crispy was talking about how the.
Well, yeah, he did.
Yeah, they left him there to because
right.
he's long on the tooth of dying. Basically saying he's taking a while to die, so we left him there to protect the castle.
Yeah.
So
that's right. So they did clear up that he is alive. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and this from there we get the whole where she's like we need dragons, and I'd already told Jamie as soon as she said that, I literally screamed at my TV, you got dragons, you need dragon riders. And of course I already know all this stuff because I read the book, but still, it's just, I couldn't help myself but scream out, you need dragon riders. And then sure enough, Jace is like, well, and I'm like, okay. Because in the book, it's kind of it's another one of those, you don't know who brought up the idea. It was just kind of, this happened. We don't know who came up with the idea for this, but this is how it happened. So now we know Jace is the one that came up with the idea to start trying to find some dragon riders.
Yeah.
I don't know how they advertise for that, man.
Yeah.
Throw a flyer up through the city.
Do you think you're a bastard child of one of the wealthy over here? Do you think you have what it takes?
Again, that's the show narrowing it down. In the book, it wasn't simple as, or in the book it was simpler. They literally just went to basically Dragonstone and all the areas where they know, they've been and there could be. They didn't even, check to see if the people had any type of Valyrian or Targaryen blood in them. They were just like, if you can tame the dragon, you're a rider. So they had people showing up everywhere trying to tame these dragons, and most of them didn't make it. And a lot of them were her, men from her council in Kingsguard. So I can tell you now that, some of the people we see on her council, they're going to try their luck at taming dragons. We'll see what happens, but they're going to try their luck. At least according to the book, they are. But yeah, so overall, it was a really good episode.
Dude, like I said, it's back.
We learned a lot.
It's jumping into the pop culture. Everybody's looking forward to it. It's talked about a lot. Finally,
I'm actually trying to. Seeing there's only 3 episodes left.
Yeah, did you see the runtime for all the
70,
final 3?
67, and 72, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we got some long episodes coming.
Now, is that the episodes, or that includes
from what I can understand, that's just the episode.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was including the other. I was
it's definitely not doing that. Because if where I download the episodes the next day to to rewatch whenever I get a chance, it cuts out all that end bit, and this last episode was 59 minutes long. So with all that extra bit cut out. So yeah, I'm assuming that's just the episode. Well, the intro, the episode, and then the outro credits. Which the outro credits are only like a minute long on this.
Yeah,
it's not like some of these other shows like The Boys. The Boys outro credits is like 4 minutes long of just scrolling through all the people they got to credit. Which The Boys has got a way bigger cast. So.
Oh yeah.
The cast of The Boys is huge, man. There's so many people on that show.
I had not noticed anything about the credits runtime.
I just know, when I watch it, the episode ends, and there's still like 5 minutes left of the episode, and it's not like House of the Dragon where you got this bit at the end where the writers and directors talk about this stuff. With The Boys, it's just like Netflix movies, just scrolling through all the credits, and then when they get to the end, they got to scroll through some of the credits in different languages and. It's like, good God, which it's fine because the episode's over. I can just hit the end button.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me. It's just that's a lot of credits.
So how many do we have left? 3?
3.
At 70 plus minutes apiece, that's still a lot to go.
Yeah,
oh,
70, yeah. I think 67 and 72.
Yeah.
72 is the last one.
I put it in our group chat.
Like we were
Our
talking,
Instagram
I just
group
hope
chat.
they don't overload things. I know they got a lot of ideas about I'm pretty sure they're filming Duncan Egg.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 70, 67, and 73.
They're talking about the Dornish story. Apparently, the Aegon the Conqueror story is in development. I just hope they don't overstretch themselves.
Yeah.
Because right now, man, it's as good as Game of Thrones season 1 through 6 were.
Yeah. Now, I've already said this before. I don't expect the Duncan Egg series to be this good.
And probably not as long. I mean, you could tell that story very short.
It's going to be one season. One season will tell what we know from the Duncan Egg books. Which, the Duncan Egg book is also written different than the Game of Thrones or Fire and Blood book is. You know, Game of Thrones is written first person. Each chapter is told through somebody's eyes. Whether it's Jon or, Jaime. Each chapter is told through somebody's perspective.
Yeah.
Whereas, Fire and Blood is told through Maester's stories. So it's very, hit or miss. Duncan Egg is your classic narrated story. It's told by a narrator, so you basically just, everything that's going on. So it'll be a more normal TV show. And just story-wise, like I said, it's not quite as interesting as this stuff, so it's not going to be quite as good.
But if they do it, and you might like this part. If they do it like it is in the book, and it should be, because like you said, it's a narrated story.
Yeah,
it's got some really good battles in it.
Oh, it's a ton of fighting.
And one of them in particular, I want to see on screen. I think you probably know the one I'm talking about.
It's very gladiator-esque.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good battle, and the results of that battle is. You didn't seem as shocked, but I was like, holy crap.
You talking about the kind of the early on battle?
Not really, no.
Okay, we're thinking of different ones then.
The one that involved the Targaryen prince.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that happens early on.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, there's several battles in it.
Oh yeah.
Because basically, it's a knight's tale. It's a story of a knight.
Yeah, you would actually like the book, because again, it's a classic regular book. It's not some crazy thing you can't keep track of what's going on. It's a regular book.
And if they keep it to the story, they're definitely going to have to put a lot of action in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many hours is this book?
It's short, actually.
Yeah, it's not long. That's why I said
6, maybe.
One season. They'll definitely only get one season out of it.
6-8 hours. I mean, it can't be no more than that. I don't think.
You guys can keep talking. It'll probably take me oh, never mind. I was gonna say it'd take me a while to find it, and I found it right off the bat. It is. And then again, this is in audio form because we listen to everything as audiobooks. We don't hardly read anymore.
Yeah.
It's 10 hours long exactly.
Okay.
Well, that ain't bad.
Longer than I thought.
That'd be worth a credit.
Short.
Yeah.
That'd be worth a credit. It's 10 hours. It'd been like 4 or 5. Nah, I ain't wasting a credit on it.
Oh, that's how I feel. If it's an audiobook, and well, for the most part, I don't listen to anything shorter than like 10 hours because to me that just feels kind of worthless. But yeah, I'll just buy the book instead of spending a credit on it if it's if it's that, or if it costs less than like $15, because then a credit's $15.
Yeah.
So if the book costs less than that, I'm like, well, I'm overpaying for it by using a credit on it. So yeah,
I believe you'd like it.
To try it out. I have a couple credits.
Yeah, it's definitely way more up your alley than the Fire and Blood book was, which I still like. I love the Fire and Blood book. And this story we're getting from it, this Dance of Dragons, it was probably my third favorite thing from the book. There was Aegon the Conqueror, that was really good. And like I said, I really liked the telling of King Jaehaerys, but
I didn't read that part.
Listen
to that part.
Yeah, a lot. That is kind of it is kind of boring, but I really liked it.
Put you to sleep, boring.
No, it's interesting to some people. People of intellect.
Boring.
He just called you an idiot. That's what
he did. I heard that.
Just saying.
That was a backhanded compliment.
Boring.
Anyway, anybody got anything else?
You?
Not that I can think of. I
Did
haven't
you
seen anything new coming out or anything.
Did you want to talk about the boys any before we sign
Nah,
off?
not really.
We're
I don't want to do that to you.
We probably really need to just do like a standalone podcast breaking down this season of The Boys. But, because, yeah. Anyway.
It's a good watch.
No, it's really, really good.
I know this one got you.
It's just, the main thing that got me is I didn't see it coming. I did not see that coming at all. I should have, because they were making her a good character. And it's just, I should have known, like, they're not going to take this character that they, made to be, kind of bad. Like, everybody's bad in The Boys. So, this is just different varying
Yeah, there's no real
bad.
good people.
So the fact that all of a sudden they're turning her good now, I should have known they were getting ready to kill her.
Off with her head.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what really happened, but...
No, actually it was a little bit more than her head.
Yeah, it was kind of, torso.
About midways, actually.
Damn it, man.
Just
It was
ripping.
like half and half.
Exactly. Anyway.
And she ain't Kimiko. She's not coming back from that.
No.
Kimiko could have shook that off.
And she would have. I mean, Kimiko had her leg just, chopped off to
Well,
get
she
rid
was
of
blew in
disease.
half, if you remember, by a rocket launcher.
Grenade launcher.
Or grenade launcher.
Yeah, literally
Yep.
blew her completely in half.
Took her a few minutes to pull herself back together.
She got her neck snapped in this season finale episode. And just...
Oh, yeah. No, when she's laying there, man, and, her head's turned all the way around. Her pops her eyes open. She just kind of looks around.
Yeah. Needless
So
to
is she
say...
like totally immortal? Is there anything that can kill Kimiko? Aside from a virus?
We don't know yet. We do know she finally talks at the end. She starts screaming.
Yeah,
no.
I didn't hear it.
I don't know how you
All the
didn't.
background noise. I mean, I'm watching Frenchie walk away, and I didn't hear it.
I picked it up right off the bat, which I also watched with subtitles on. So I could see the subtitles, and it was saying Kimiko, and then it was saying the word no. And I'm like, wait a minute. It never pops up Kimiko's name on subtitles because she doesn't speak. So, yeah. That's why, again, I watch everything with subtitles now. I started it like a year or two ago, and now I can't watch something without subtitles. It just feels wrong to me. I feel like I'm missing so much.
Subtitles help me a lot because, like you said, I miss a lot if I don't have them.
Mm-hmm.
They can help a lot, but it's just distracting when I'm trying to watch it.
You can't watch and read at the same time.
I can.
Damn,
I can
he's
watch
after
and read.
everybody tonight.
I can watch and read at the same time, but why do I want to watch and read something when I can just watch it?
Because it helps you understand.
Well, I like the subtitles because, like I say, if I miss something, I catch it in the subtitles.
Yeah, you catch it in subtitle, but 9 times out
Because
of
I'm not
10.
always focused on them, Not always, kind of just...
If you go back and watch the big battle scene in season 8 of Game of Thrones with subtitles on, you pick up so much more. Like there's literally a part where it's like, wolf howling on the wind, and it's just like how are you supposed to know that happened without subtitles on? You can't hear that. I've tried, I've put in my AirPods with noise cancellation and everything, so all I hear is what's going on.
The thing with the subtitles, if I don't want to focus on them, I just don't.
Yeah. Well, that's me. I leave subtitles on for everything. I don't
like
ever
it
cut them off.
Being on the screen.
I've watched so many bootleg movies.
Well,
that
I had to.
That I have to have subtitles on, because and the subtitles are not even in English, so I have no idea what the words say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what happens when you sail the seas, the pirate life.
Hey, I've watched a lot of pirated movies. So the subtitles I can take, if I don't want to see them, I just ignore them.
Yeah, I just want them on there.
I mean, I've watched movies with slot machine logos going across them, just so I could watch the movie.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
Then you see like money rain down from the top.
But I'm there because that's the only way I can watch that movie at that time.
Yeah, see, if that's the only way I can do it, fine. I will watch it like that.
Yep.
But if I have an option to cut that bitch off, I'm cutting it off.
So, I mean, I can leave them on and just not pay attention to them. And then when I miss a word, I can look down real quick and see what it was.
Yep.
So, each to their own.
I got a rewind button for that. Now, if it was regular growing up TV, yeah, I wouldn't mind the subtitles on there because if you missed it then, you just missed it for a month or two until they finally had a rerun and you could watch it again.
Yeah. I actually remember because my parents, they're like you. They can't handle subtitles. I can't tell you how many times that I'll get on Netflix and go to watch something, and my subtitles turned off. I'm like, why are they turned off? Well, that's because my mom was on here watching something. And I remember as a kid, the first time I saw subtitles on TV was when I was at Jason's house. Miranda was watching something, and she had subtitles on. And I was like, why is there words appearing on the screen? I never saw subtitles before in my life.
Didn't even know that was a feature you could have.
I didn't. So, yeah.
But yeah, they have their uses. You know,
Yeah.
I can take them or leave them. If they're not there, okay. If they're there, I'll use them.
Well, then.
Well, I guess that's it for us tonight.
Closing statements. See ya.
Night.
Later.